This is just a quick video going over how to farm for the legendary merchants in PALWORLDs. I made a video the other day discussing what they sell to you, but this is the video on how to farm for them. The merchants you'll be able to farm are going to be the legendary grocer, the legendary gourmet, the legendary game hunter, the legendary PAL material merchant, the legendary pharmacist, the legendary ammo merchant, and you can also get the other two variants of merchants as well as the PAL recruiter. Now the way to farm for these is actually incredibly simple, and the only thing you need is a PAL box. So the main thing I want to go ahead and note is that if you have all of your base slots already used, you cannot farm in the way that I'm going to be mentioning. So make sure you have an extra base slot, that way you can break your PAL box and recreate it at will. Because this is actually how we're going to be farming for them, by recreating our PAL box over and over and over again. Now, I'm not entirely sure if base location matters. I've seen some comments from people saying that, their bases are in higher level locations, they don't see many merchants. So for the purposes of this video, I strongly suggest farming in the earlier regions. I'm actually just right here by the very first tower in this very first location that's kind of right off the start of the beginning island here. So the farm is incredibly simple. Basically, all you gotta do is place down a PAL box and build it, and all we gotta do now is just wait. That's literally it. Just wait about 5 minutes and a merchant should eventually travel towards your base. One thing I do want to clarify is that I am not at all the original creator of this method. This is something that I saw on the PAL Professor's channel. Big shout out to that guy. He is a gold mine for information on this game, so definitely go check him out. Another thing I also do want to maybe mention is to have a bed around as well. You can just go ahead and use the regular base bed, that way you can sleep away the night. I'm also not sure if nighttime or daytime matters for having these merchants spawn, but I prefer to have the daytime just so it's a bit more brighter out when I'm playing the game. And just like that, about 5 minutes later, we have a merchant. This is, I believe, that's the legendary game hunter. Yep, so we got the game hunter merchant. And basically, just go ahead and try to capture him. These higher level merchants are a bit, tedious to try to capture, especially if you're lower level, but I still recommend always giving it a try just because they give you some very good loot. 20%. No, I got the cops on me. Get in the ball. I'm not going to die at anything here because I do have, settings turned up and down, so... But you get the point. Get in the ball. I cannot die. This will be the thing that'll kill... Yeah, okay. But yeah, we got a merchant. So yeah, that's exactly how that works. And if you have the cops on you, you can just do this. Return to title screen. And once you have spawned back into your world, you can basically just go ahead and delete your PAL box and rinse and repeat. It's a very simple farm, it's just kind of time consuming, and the biggest issue is probably going to be trying to capture the actual vendor and not get the cops on you. If you are a lower level, or if you don't have, your settings changed at all, you're going to get killed pretty quickly. So I do encourage maybe changing your settings a bit to make it easier for you. But if you're against that, obviously it's going to be a bit more difficult of a time to go ahead and capture them. Another thing I also want to note is that you're kind of rolling the RNG dice. You're not going to get every vendor back to back. You might get the same one 5 times in a row, or you might see the PAL recruiter every single time and never see a legendary merchant at all. You can get the base versions of the merchant, you can get the desert ambassador, you can get the blacksmith child, I believe. There's a lot of different vendors that will come through and visit your base, but the legendary vendors is what we're going for, and you're just going to be rolling that dice every single time hoping to get them. Yeah, this is just how I would farm for them. It's a bit time consuming, like I said. This is still probably the easiest method though. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.